Understanding the error condition. So, you have found an error. How do you know how much it has failed? As the designer, you need this essential information to be able to decide how best to resolve the error. For example, if the rule says the allowable minimum solder mass silver is 0.25mm and the actual silver is 0.24mm, then the situation is not that bad and you may be able to adjust the rule setting to accept this value. But if the actual silver value is 0.02, then that is probably not a situation that can be resolved by adjusting the rule setting. The PCB editor includes 3 handy measurement tools. It measures distance, measures selected objects, and measure primitives, which are available in the reports menu. In measure distance, measure the distance between the 2 locations you click after running the command. Now keep an eye on the status bar for instructions. The location that you click is constrained by the current snap grid. Then we have measure selected objects. In this part, measure the length of selected tracks and arcs. Use this work to outroute lengths, then select the required objects manually, or use the select then click physical connection, or click select then click connected copper commands. Then lastly, we have measure primitives. Here, measure the edge-to-edge distance between the 2 primitives you click on after running the command. Keep an eye on the status bar for instructions. Then lastly, measure results overlaid directly in the design space. The colors that are being used are configured in the system color section of the view configuration panel. Overlay dimensions are retained on the screen to allow multiple measurements to be performed. Press Shift then C to clear the measurements results. Measuring the distance between the edges of adjacent pads using the measure primitives command is actually what is shown in this image. And apart from actually measuring the distance, there are a number of approaches to finding out how much a rule has failed by. You can use the right-click violation submenu, or the PCB rules and violations panel, or the detail included in the messages panel. The actual value is detailed along with the specified value. For example, 0.175mm is less than 0.254mm.